Athletics versus Baltimore Orioles. On Friday, the Athletics will take on the Baltimore Orioles at Camden Yards, and the A's won 2 of 3 games against the O's in early June. The series is split 5-5 over the last 10 meetings, and the total also went 5-5. The Athletics, 51-66 SU, 60-57 RL, and 58-53-6 OU, wrapped up a series with Washington on Thursday. The A's are 6-4 in their last 10 games. The under was 8-1. The Athletics will start righty JT Ginn tomorrow against Baltimore. In his last outing, the 26-year-old gave up 4 runs on 4 hits and 5 walks in 4.1 innings versus Arizona. He is 2-3 with a 4.28 ERA and 1.26 WHIP in 14 appearances, 48.1 IP, including 1-1 with a 2.82 ERA and 0.94 WHIP in 6 road outings, 22.1 IP. The A's made noticeable improvements last season, ranking 8th in home runs, 196, and tied for 11th in walks, 493, all while turning 128 double plays, 5th, and producing 12 shutouts, 9th. While it only resulted in 69 victories, these strides helped the ball club grow. Sacramento's temporary team has also shown improvement this season, compiling a winning record against the run line. Their young core is showing promise, with a few key prospects making meaningful contributions on both sides of the ball. Pitching remains a work in progress, but the staff has delivered more competitive outings compared to years past. Between the improvements and impending move to Vegas, Athletics fans have renewed hope, believing this rebuild could finally be turning a corner toward a brighter future. Baltimore, 52-63 SU, 55-60 RL, and 50-65 OU, lost 2 of 3 to Philadelphia in its previous series. The Orioles are 5-5 in their last 10 games. The under was 5-4-1. Baltimore hoped to advance much further this postseason after squandering a terrific regular season with a quick exit in the playoffs. But the first half didn't go as planned, as the team limped to a disappointing 43-52 record. The Orioles' pitching staff, which was expected to be a strength again this year, has taken a noticeable step back following the off-season departure of ace Corbin Burns and the recent IL stint for young standout Grayson Rodriguez. The rotation lacks consistency, and as a whole, the staff has posted a bloated 4.87 ERA, ranking among the bottom third of the league. The bullpen hasn't been able to bail them out either, contributing to late-game struggles and blown leads. Offensively, the O's still have a talented core with several promising hitters, but they've failed to live up to expectations. Averaging just 4.3 runs per game, they sit 17th in MLB in scoring, struggling with situational hitting and inconsistent production from the middle of the order. Injuries, underperformance, and roster instability have all played a role in what has become a frustrating campaign so far. Baltimore has scored just 15 runs in its first 6 games of August, averaging only 2.5 runs per game during that stretch. With a collective batting average under .200, the Orioles are tough to watch at the plate right now, struggling to string together hits or generate any kind of sustained offensive pressure. I don't trust them to break out offensively, especially after trading away 2 of their more productive bats, Ryan O'Hearn and Ramon Laureano, to San Diego at the deadline. That shakeup has left the lineup thin and vulnerable, particularly against right-handed pitching. Ginn, meanwhile, has looked far more comfortable on the road than he has in the hitter-friendly environment of Sacramento, and his splits reflect that. Opponents are hitting over .300 against him at home, but under .240 on the road, where he's been far more effective at keeping the ball in the park and generating soft contact. With the Orioles slumping and Ginn in a favorable setting, it's hard to expect Baltimore's offense to show signs of life. The A's have been hitting the baseball well this month, showing increased discipline at the plate and producing consistent run totals. However, with no day's rest and a cross-country trip between games, they could be dealing with fatigue and jet lag on Friday, which often affects timing and reaction at the plate. Plus, despite their impressive offensive stats this month, the under is 8-1-1 in the Athletics' last 10 games, suggesting that even during hot stretches, they're not consistently involved in high-scoring affairs. The advanced metrics suggest Orioles' starter Sugano could struggle to maintain his current ERA and WHIP, as his xERA and FIP point toward expected regression. That said, there's no guarantee he will regress tomorrow either, especially if he continues to command the strike zone and induces weak contact early. If Sugano pitches deep into the game and the A's bats are slow to wake up, this could be another low-scoring outcome despite the recent trends on paper. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Athletics ML. Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments box. Philadelphia Phillies versus Texas Rangers. The Philadelphia Phillies face the Texas Rangers with both teams looking to improve on strong seasons. The Phillies are 65-49 and are in first place in the National League East Division. The Rangers have a 60-56 record and are only a few games out of a wild card spot in the American League. The Phillies are having a great season thanks in part to a strong rotation. Christopher Sanchez is one of their dominant starting pitchers, who has allowed only 38 runs in 138 innings pitched while tossing 145 strikeouts. Moreover, with a .342 expected opponent slugging percentage, a 58.7 ground ball rate, and a 2.95 expected ERA, opponents are making weak contact and struggling to drive in runs against Sanchez this season. Sanchez has been great, but the lineup has carried the Phillies this season, scoring 4.69 runs per game, with 19 runs in the last 3 games. Kyle Schwarber is slashing 256/379/585 with 40 home runs and 247 total bases, while Bryce Harper is slashing 266/369/502 with 17 home runs and 162 total bases, but the rest of the lineup has been great as well. Trea Turner is slashing .284/.339/.425 with 11 home runs and 197 total bases, while Brandon Marsh and Nick Castellanos have added 21 home runs and 284 total bases to round out the lineup, making the Phillies tough to put away at the plate, especially in late-inning situations when the game is on the line. The Rangers are having a great season, thanks mostly to their rotation. One of the pitchers having a great season is Merrill Kelly, who has allowed only 55 runs in 135 innings pitched, while striking out 127 batters. In addition, with a 31.5 chase rate, a 7.1 walk rate, and a 3.82 expected ERA, opponents are making minimal contact and struggling to drive in runs against Kelly this season, especially in high-leverage situations where he continues to excel. Kelly has stepped up, but the lineup has struggled, scoring only 4.11 runs per game with just 4 runs over the last 2 games. Corey Seager is slashing 261/367/465 with 16 home runs and 144 total bases, while Wyatt Langford is slashing 240/320/413 with 15 home runs and 148 total bases, but the rest of the lineup has struggled to provide consistent support. Only 2 active batters have an OPS plus over 100, underscoring how reliant the team has become on its top hitters. Opposing pitchers can focus on neutralizing Seager and Langford, knowing the rest of the order poses limited damage. This lack of depth has made it difficult for the team to generate rallies or capitalize on scoring opportunities, especially in close games where timely hitting is crucial. Both teams have great starting pitchers on the mound who look to make this game a low-scoring one from the first pitch. The Rangers should limit the Phillies lineup with Merrill Kelly, who has allowed only 55 runs in 135 innings pitched, tossing multiple strong innings with minimal contact. Kelly also boasts a solid WHIP and has been particularly effective at keeping hitters off balance with his changeup and cutter combination, especially in high-leverage spots. The Phillies should eliminate and potentially shut out the Rangers, who have scored only 4 runs in their last 2 games, with Christopher Sanchez, who has allowed only 38 runs in 138 innings pitched, tossing multiple scoreless innings with minimal contact and a surplus of strikeouts. Sanchez has improved his pitch sequencing and is limiting hard-hit balls with a ground ball-heavy approach, forcing the Rangers to string together hits, which they've struggled to do lately. The under should cover in a low-scoring game with both defenses stepping up, aided by elite command on the mound, efficient bullpen support, and timely fielding in key spots. The Phillies are having a great season, and with one of their best pitchers on the mound, look for them to take over this game from the first inning. The Phillies, who average 4.69 runs per game, should drive in runs at will with Kyle Schwarber, Bryce Harper, and the rest of the batting order making contact and putting together strong plate appearances. With Trea Turner heating up at the plate and Alec Boehm continuing to find ways to get on base, the lineup has depth and power from top to bottom. The Phillies should limit the Rangers lineup, which averages only 4.11 runs per game, with Christopher Sanchez pitching multiple strong innings to allow the bullpen to close out the game with a comfortable lead. Sanchez has been in good form lately, showing improved command and poise under pressure. The bullpen, which has been one of the most reliable in the National League, will likely slam the door in the late innings. The Phillies should win the game with a dominant performance on the road and continue their momentum as one of the top teams in baseball. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Phillies ML. Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments box. Boston Red Sox versus San Diego Padres. The 2025 Major League Baseball season goes on Friday, August 8th, with the Boston Red Sox 64-52, 55-57-4 over-under, taking on the San Diego Padres 64-51, 47-65-3 over-under in the interleague showdown at Petco Park in San Diego, California. Boston and San Diego open their 3-game regular season series. Last season, the Padres took 2 out of 3 from the Red Sox at Fenway Park, outscoring Boston 21-7 in the process. The Boston Red Sox have done a great job lately, winning 4 consecutive 3-game series over the Los Angeles Dodgers, Minnesota Twins, Houston Astros, and Kansas City Royals. The Sox are coming off Wednesday's 7-3 loss to the Royals, which put an end to Boston's 7-game winning streak. The Red Sox hold the top wild card in the American League and are 4 games behind the AL East leading Toronto Blue Jays. Through their first 6 showings in August, the Red Sox have accounted for 32 runs while slashing .264/321/394 with 13 doubles and 4 home runs in 193 at-bats. Their bullpen has thrown 19 innings during that stretch, posting a 2-0 record with 2 saves, 3.79 ERA, and 1.26 WHIP. Walker Buehler will toe the slab at Petco Park on Friday night. The 31-year-old right-hander is 6-6 with a pedestrian 5.74 ERA and 1.60 WHIP in 19 starts, 94 innings pitched this season. He's been decent over the last 5 starts, going 1-0 with a 4.00 ERA and 5.48 FIP. Buehler is 6-1 with a 1.80 ERA in 12 career starts against the Padres. He met San Diego twice in 2024, allowing 4 earned runs on 10 hits and 3 walks across 8.1 innings of work. The current Padres are 35 for 135, with 4 doubles and 6 home runs against Buehler. The San Diego Padres are coming off Wednesday's 3-2 win at the Arizona Diamondbacks. It was their 9th victory in 11 games. as the Padres clinch their third straight series win. San Diego holds the second wild card in the National League and is only 2 games behind the NL West leading Los Angeles Dodgers. The Padres have scored 31 runs through their first 6 outings in August, hitting .262, .338, .419 with 9 doubles, 3 triples, and 6 home runs in 210 at-bats. Their bullpen has thrown 25.1 frames during that stretch, going 2-0 with 3 saves, 3.20 ERA, and 1.03 WHIP. Nick Pivetta will take the mound on Friday night, and the 32-year-old right-hander carries an 11-3 record with a sharp 2.73 ERA and 0.94 WHIP in 22 starts, 128.2 IP in 2025. Last Friday, Pivetta tossed 7 innings of 1-run, 1-hit ball in a 4-1 home win over the Cardinals. He's been dominant lately, showing excellent command and mixing his pitches effectively to keep hitters off balance. Opponents are batting just .201 against him this season, and he's allowed 2 runs or fewer in 6 of his last 7 starts. With his ability to generate swing-and-miss stuff and limit traffic on the bases, Pivetta has emerged as one of the most reliable arms in the rotation, giving his team a strong chance to win every time he takes the hill. Pivetta hasn't met the Red Sox since 2018. Just 2 guys from this Boston team have seen Pivetta before, combining for 5 hits in 12 at-bats, including 2 triples and a home run. Nick Pivetta is having a wonderful season and has been terrific lately. He hasn't allowed more than 2 earned runs in 7 straight outings, and during that span, Pivetta has recorded a sparkling 1.01 ERA and 2.57 WHIP. He's consistently worked ahead in counts, mixed his pitches effectively, and limited quality contact with improved command of his fastball and curveball. Opponents are batting under .200 against him in that stretch, and his strikeout rate has surged as he continues to dominate right and left-handed hitters alike. If he keeps this pace, he could emerge as one of the more underrated arms in the American League during the second half. On the other side, Walker Buehler has struggled for most of the season. He's yielded exactly 3 earned runs in 3 of his previous 4 starts. So I will take the Padres at the run line. Unfortunately, the Padres' money line odds are not attractive. While Buehler has shown flashes of his former self, his command has been inconsistent, and he's been giving up too much hard contact, especially early in games. The Padres have amassed a .833 OPS and 137 WRC plus against right-handed pitchers over the last 10 days, so Buehler will have a tall task to keep them quiet. With Xander Bogaerts heating up, Fernando Tatis Jr. driving the ball, and Juan Soto working deep counts, San Diego's lineup is clicking and capable of doing damage quickly. Combine that with the Padres' recent success at home, and a bullpen that has held opposing teams in check lately, and the run line looks like the smarter play. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is San Diego Padres minus 1.5. Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments box. Washington Nationals versus San Francisco Giants. The Washington Nationals, 45-68, are on their way to Oracle Park on Friday, where they will take on the San Francisco Giants, 58-57. The money line on this contest has Washington at plus 120 and San Francisco is sitting at minus 144. The total is 9. The expected starting pitchers are Jake Irvin and Carson Weissenhunt. As a team, the Washington Nationals are notching 4.3 runs per contest, which has them at 20th in the league. They are sitting with 486 runs scored while holding a team OBP of .309. The Nationals have accrued 183 doubles as a squad and have hit 107 baseballs out of the park. They have 467 runs batted in as well as 922 hits so far this year, while their team batting average sits at .243. Washington owns a slugging percentage of .385 and have struck out 886 times while drawing a walk on 329 occasions. The Nationals have compiled a team earned run average of 5.37 so far this season, 29th in MLB, and the staff has struck out 858 batters. Nationals pitchers have relinquished 139 long balls and 628 runs in total, 29th in the league. Their pitching staff has walked 380 opposing players, and their FIP is 4.56 as a squad on the year. Washington has conceded 1,056 base knocks, 9.6 per 9 innings, as well as 593 earned runs. They have a K to BB ratio of 2.26, and their pitching staff has a collective WHIP of 1.45. The Nationals have sent 398 relievers to the mound this year. The relief pitchers have inherited 202 runners this season, and 40.6% of those players crossed home plate. They have accumulated 21 saves for the year and have not converted 14 of 35 save opportunities. The Nationals' bullpen have accumulated a save percentage of 60.0% and have come into the game in 80 save situations. The relievers have a total of 44 holds on the campaign, 29th in the league. Nationals pitchers have entered the contest with runners on base 118 times and also have had 86 appearances in high-leverage situations. The Nationals have transformed 67.6% of balls hit into play into outs out of 8,940 innings on the field, which has them sitting at 29th in professional baseball. The Washington Nationals have accumulated 2,980 putouts at this point in the season, as well as 970 assists and 62 errors. Their fielding percentage is holding at .985, which has them ranked 22nd in professional baseball and have accumulated 88 double plays. Irvin, 21-27 career record, has earned a FIP of 4.55 while facing 1,859 batters during his time in the major leagues. He has given up 422 base knocks, 8.7 hits per 9 innings, and has had 149 walks. His ERA is 4.62, 225 earned runs allowed, and his WHIP is 1.302. Irvin has pitched in 438 innings and has 343 strikeouts so far in his career. The San Francisco Giants have accumulated a team on-base percentage of .312 and a batting average of .234 this year. They have struck out on 972 occasions, 14th in MLB, and have earned 890 base hits. San Francisco has recorded 109 home runs on the campaign to go along with 460 RBIs. The Giants have a slugging percentage of .377, and they score 4.18 runs per contest, 22nd in the league. They have put up 176 doubles, while taking a walk 401 times and scoring 481 runs. The Giants have a team WHIP of 1.277 in addition to having a FEP of 3.64 as a unit so far this year. They rank 13th in the league as a pitching staff in total hits, relinquished with 932. The San Francisco pitching staff have relinquished 465 runs so far this year, while holding an ERA of 3.65, 413 earned runs yielded. They have earned a strikeout-to-walk ratio of 8.70, 985 strikeouts against 368 walks. They have given up 98 homers, and they relinquish 4.11 runs per 9 innings, 8th in the league. San Francisco relief pitchers have an inherited score rate of 33.3% out of 129 inherited base runners. Their bullpen pitchers have stepped onto the hill 131 times in high-leverage situations and also on 83 occasions with runners on. With 114 save situations, the Giants have compiled 69 holds and 17 blown saves. They are currently ranked 16th in the league, holding a save rate of 62.2%, and they have sent 366 relievers onto the diamond for the year. San Francisco has had bullpen pitchers step onto the hill in 45 save chances, and they have earned 28 saves. Out of their 9,162 innings played, the Giants have a defensive efficiency of 68.9%, 24th in MLB. The San Francisco Giants have gotten 87 double plays and have a fielding percentage of .984, 23rd in pro baseball. The Giants have recorded 1,074 assists, 65 errors, and have accounted for 3,054 putouts so far this year. Weisenhunt holds a 1-0 career record with a 4.46 ERA and 1.188 WHIP across 10 innings. He's allowed 5 earned runs on 8 hits, struck out 7, and walked 4, facing 43 batters. His strikeout-to-walk ratio sits at 1.75, and his FIP is 4.40. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is San Francisco Giants ML. Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments box.